Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Vulcans and the Falcons. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Brent Means is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
Now at the plate, Brian Ryu. He will lead this one off today. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, Dero, this is one of those, if you could win game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box now, Brian Stokes, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he had. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
Dero, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Brian Stokes goes down for out number 2 in the top half. In now, Eric Lowe, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hit on the ground toward the left. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nino Happ gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
G is there, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Grace is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
Batting third, the left fielder, Jeffrey.
Now at the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Josh Means.
Into the box, Josh Means, and he puts it on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. plate, Curly G. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Daubach is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
The next 0-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So now to the plate, Saul Rosenberg. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. 258 the average to begin play. 8 home runs and 29 driven in. A ball and 2 strikes now. No score here as we play inning number 2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Root, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First offering on its way. Popped him up. G over to his left, 1 away.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
At the plate now, Trueno Tuiasosopo. He swings and grounds it to short, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Popped him up. G is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 8, the second baseman, number 22.
Set to get his day started, Judd, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, 1-0.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Tuiasosopo leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Figueroa is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Digging in, Denny Ross, and he'll start out there half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Striding in, Brian Ryu. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Down on the shins and missed with it, ball one.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Carlos Figueroa stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. Runner goes, and it's fouled away. Ready on 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Pitch is a cold strike, the throw. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Judd will put this one away, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Striding in, Joel Sloan. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Runs up and gets this one down. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, he was planning that before he even got the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
Stepping into the box, Steve Rice. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Count is 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Standing in now, Bruce Sanders. And he'll take a look at ball one. Heading out towards shallow right. Grace in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder.
At the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy. Here comes the first pitch. 1-0 pitch on the way. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. To the plate now, Josh Means, high in the air out to center field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Digging in, Eric Rowe. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And boy, which of those two numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. Sample is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 15.
Stepping up to the plate, Grace. He reached on a single in his first try. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his...
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Riding into the box, Kevin Root, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
The first baseman, number 1.
Now in the box, Bueno Tuiasosopo. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Stepping in now, Pat Sample. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Has a look, now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Gobback is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, number 22.
Settling in now, Judd. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Way the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Runner on first with 2 away. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Him to go after 1-0-2 as this is popped in the air toward the left side of the infield. Lowe is there. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in the outfielder, Abdul Gobback, hit on the ground down the first baseline. Comes set and the 0-1. To work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses 1-2. Oh, he checked the swing there and pops this one up. Judd moving to his left, 1 away. Standing in, Saul Rosenberg. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Curveball inside corner drops in for a strike.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Smoke toward the hole, and that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Denny Ross is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. 50th pitch of the game on its way. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Second base,
Brian Ryu comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
leading off for the Champions, the center fielder, Joe Lowe.
First delivery to him on the way. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Steve Rice. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Lifted in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So stepping in, Brian Stokes. He's set. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Standing in, Grace. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-2. Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Count even at 2-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning.
Leading off for the Falcons, the left fielder, Jeffrey.
shift here. Now the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first down.
The catcher, Josh.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Means. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful from the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
No balls and a strike to count. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Grace is there, 2 down.
Now batting, not shortstop, Kevin Root.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Root. Here comes the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher. Just go ahead and challenge him.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Bueno Tuiasosopo would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
3-2 now. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Into the box now, Abdul Gobak. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Sanders has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Saul Rosenberg. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 1-0 home. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Ready with the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
And now they've got him in a rundown. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. At the plate, Denny Ross, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. And he pops him up back behind second base. Root has got it, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional seventh inning stretch.
Bottom of the inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Ueno Tuiasosopo.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The 1-0 is taken for ball two.
Well, he's had a good game at the plate so far, 2 for 2, but I don't think you want to work around him if you're on the mound. Pitch him smart, but you certainly don't want to give him too much credit.
A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Pat Sample.
Digging in once again, Pat Sample. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0 home. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
So digging in now, Judd and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This year against right-handed pitching, Judd is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Rosenberg takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
The center fielder, number 5, Joel Sloan.
In now, Joel Sloan, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Has a look, now the pitch. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. He's in at second safely as a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead.
Yeah, and you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
It especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's when it makes you feel really good about yourself.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Lou Miles takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. So now to the plate, Steve Rice. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Brian Ryu.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. A solo shot here to left, and this ball game is tied at 1.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with 1 swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now time called here as here comes the skipper from the third base dugout, and he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So a no decision here this afternoon, as it'll be up to the bullpen from here on out. Seth McMillan is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. In now, Carlos Figueroa. As he'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. And And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose a game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
Standing in now, Brian Stokes. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled away. Holds off on the slurve that time, and it's 1-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Count remains 2-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
The next 3-2. Line hard, but foul. The next 3-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
To the plate now, Eric Rowe. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. The ballman 2 strikes.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Ready with the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
2 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Two and 2, the pitch.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt.
So striding forward now, Curly G. First pitch coming, here it is. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Comes set, the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The set and the 2-2.
Strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
This is pulled into right. Sample will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. Home half of the 8th coming up. All even now at 1-1. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Bruce Sanders. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 home. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today. Both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Stepping in, Jeffrey Bellamy. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
No ball, 1 strike.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Low roller, and he barehands it. Safe. A great effort comes up short, and now the potential lead run is on base at first.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Ro?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Set. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1 is outside for a ball.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. We've played 8 full, all tied at 1-1. Ready for another chance? You race.
For the Vultures, the right fielder. You race.
First delivery to him on the way. The 1-0. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-1 home. Fouled off. able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2. Pounded softly down the line toward first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Into the box now, Abdul Dobak. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. One there.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Striding in once again, Saul Rosenberg. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And they'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late fight on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Denny Ross, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Bellamy is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Sparky Rosen stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field.
Number 50, Sparky Rosen.
Ready for another shot now, Kevin Root. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Here it comes. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. Rosen is there, and he has it for the out.
The batter, the first baseman, Tuiasosopo.
Ready now, Bueno Tuiasosopo. First pitch coming, here it is. Lays off 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Struck him out. Now to the plate, Pat Sample. Here's the first pitch to him.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Into his windup, the 1-0.
Whoa, that's down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. To 2-2 now. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Two balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. And now a pitch on the way. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. Gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's the first out.
The left fielder, Carlos Figueroa.
So coming to the plate, Carlos Figueroa. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bellamy will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Brian Stokes.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Brian Stokes, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Digging in now, Judd. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Number 22.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Now the 2-1. Bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. And he is in there. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on play. At the plate now, Joel Sloan, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Weakly to the left. Barehanded at his knees. Touché, sir.
Now back, the designated hitter, Steve Rice.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Steve Rice, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly if you're playing within yourself.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Bruce.
Stepping into the box, Bruce Sanders. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
the first pitch. That tails back over strike one. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Called strike 0-2.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A hit and an error in the inning, but they failed to score. And we'll have to cancel those dinner reservations, partner. 11th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. Now batting, Eric Rowe. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Here comes the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
A shot down the first baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. The pitch.
Oh. 1-2.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
Stepping in now, Curly G. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 1-0.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
1 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bellamy is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now back, right field, Vultures.
Now at the plate, Sparky Rosen, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Pretty good slider out of him right there. That pitch is definitely a big reason why he's pitching so effectively right now.
The 0-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
Hey, that's a perfect job of execution right there, taking everything into account. I think he caught them off guard right there, laying that bunt down, and now he sets up as the possible go-ahead run.
In now, Abdul Gobak, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And dive, but he's back in there. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ready with the 1-1. And it's fouled away. Down and in as he's forced to back out of the way that time.
He's got to find a way to grab some composure out there and not let this inning get away from him. He was dominating, and now he goes out and gives up a 2-out single and then almost drills a guy. Get back in the zone.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Still even at 2-2. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Ready with another 2-strike offering.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Cedric Morrow trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Saul Rosenberg will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Two men are on with 2 men out. Good action on the sinker, 1 and 2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 2-2. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Throw comes quickly to the infield, so that go-ahead run will have to hold up at third with 2 away.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch. That doesn't mean the batter can't grab it.
So now to the plate, Denny Ross, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. On the ground to third, fielded cleanly. Throw in time, so a good pitch there gets him out of the bases loaded jam. Walks over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. Set now for the bottom of the 11th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jeffrey Bellamy. Here's the first pitch to him.
No ball, one strike.
Back up the middle, reined in. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The batter, the catcher, Josh Means.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Means. First pitch on its way. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses, 2-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Fouled off. Slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpenners look sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate, Kevin Root. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. On to the 12th frame in this one, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Brian Ryu. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Into the box now, Carlos Figueroa. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down.
The designated hitter, Brian Stokes.
Standing in now, Brian Stokes. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. The 0-1. Bounce it to the left side. A tag for 1. On to first, a double play.
Now batting, the third baseman, Eric Rowe.
Digging in, Eric Rowe. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
The set and the 2-0. Check swing grounder to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready once again, Bueno Tuiasosopo. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
The first baseman,
Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Popped him up. Ross shading to his right. He's got it one away.
now back, right fielder, Pat Sample.
Now at the plate, Pat Sample. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Late that time for a strike. One out, nobody on. In the air to straightaway center field. Daubach is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 22.
Coming to the plate now, Judd. First pitch on its way. The windup and the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. And there's the first strike. 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shot towards first. He's got it. On to first, and we're headed to 13 as that ends the inning. Into the box, Curly G.
For the Vultures, the first baseman, Curly G.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The 1-0. late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Stepping in now, Sparky Rosen has the first pitch to him, a sinker in the dirt for ball one. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, number 8.
Now at the plate, Abdul Gobak. First pitch of the at-bat. He's set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
To 1-2 now. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Joel Sloan. Here's the first pitch to him. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down to the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Here it comes on 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Ryu will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Steve Rice.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Steve Rice. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Looking up is the center fielder. And that ball is gone! Santa Maria, game over! So it's a solo shot to dead center. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
When you go out there and punch out 11 hitters and you put your team in a great position to win a ball game, you deserve all of the recognition that comes your way.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. Cedric Morrow gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the visitors, 1 run, 11 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Hey, Thank you. Yeah.